In this video I'm going to show you how to build a reverse hyperextension table. This is the parts that you need. I have $25 worth of parts. I looked for one to buy, but they are $700 plus assembly and shipping fees. I'm going to try to attempt to make my own for $25 and a couple of screws here and there. All the measurements and everything you need is going to be in this video. You need 5 pieces of 2x3, which is $10 at Home Depot, and that piece is about $5, and a couple of screws.
And this is the project. Basically, this is going to be the base, a pyramid without the top. It's going to be 27 inches wide, 36 inches wide this way. The top is going to be 20 inches wide and 24 inches this way. And then this pieces over here, we'll have to calculate them. It has to be 44 inch tall, so your feet can stick out from the ground when you're sitting on your belly. So I'm going to calculate that while I'm doing the project. The reason that I chose these sizes is so they could fit through doors inside the house, so you could actually move it into the living room or bedroom or whatever. So the doors are usually 28 inches wide. This is 27, so it could fit through the door. This is going to be the base. So we have 2 pieces of 24 and 36. Now, why am I making it out of wood? I know how good this inversion table is going to work for my back, so I'm $25 worth of investment. Just connecting the pieces together with just normal screws. I drilled some holes in so the screw goes deeper, so it catches better into the second stud. The screws that I have down the longest. If you can find longer ones, then you avoid that problem. By the way, these are some recycled screws that came from a different project. I just took them out and used them over here. And here's the base. The base is finalized. Now we have to make the top. But on the top I said that it's going to be 20, 24, 20. Obviously this is not a proper visual representation, but 20, 24, 20. So let's cut a piece. I'm going to make a quick correction. On the thing I said it's going to be 20 inch wide, but because you have to take into consideration that these are 1.5 inches, then what I'll have to do is I have to cut these instead of 20 at 17. So they're 17, 17, 24, 24. And here they are. The 2 pieces are together. Now try to figure out a way to connect them at 44 inches from the ground. Here's the tricky part. So this is our project, right? So it's basically sitting kind of like this. Remember, this was 20 wide. This was 27 wide. Now the reason that this one is wider than this one is that it gives a lot more stability when you're sitting on it. But because it's 20 and 27, the difference is 7 inches. I had to raise, to be able to assemble it, I had to raise that part 3.5 inches, because half of 7, right? Half of 7, the difference between 20 and 27. So I had to raise it 3 inches. So that's 2 pieces of 2x4, which is 3 inches, and then another half an inch for that piece of board. Also, it's important to make sure that the top, it's aligned with the bottom. So make sure that it's not too far left or too far right. The reason that I say these screws is because they're self-tapping. You can see they have a little thread over here, specially designed so they don't crack the wood when you put them in. But if you don't have that, you have to pre-drill the holes, because otherwise the wood might split.
Let's see what we got.
So this is the base. This is the board. It's going to go on top. It's going to just bolt it down into the piece. And then most likely I'm going to have to put some cross beams this way so it builds rigidity, because you're going to move it with your legs a lot, and then you don't want to wobble itself loose. So it has been decided that this is going to be the best way to brace it. Plus it's going to add to the strength of the unit. So I cut a piece with the proper angles, and then this will be mounted over here. And here it is, very rigid. I need to fill up this top piece with a piece of foam, and then just upholster it. But basically you're going to get under it like this, and then I'm going to put myself 2 little levers over here to hold on to, and then there's going to be a weight that I'm going to pull with my legs, exactly like the original machine is built. A couple of small changes to the project. As you can see, it has a piece of 2x4 over here. There is a cross beam. I should have got more 2x3s. So basically you need 3 more 2x3s to make all this entire thing work. Rock solid, and it's just a matter of finding the weight, which most likely I have at
here in the garage, just sitting somewhere. And here's the product. It's not finalized, but I just want to see if it's actually going to work out for me. I also mounted the weights over here at the bottom, as you saw in the video. It's just a wire hanging down with a little hinge over here. Through the rope, get on the table, and then I still have to make myself the handles and just work your back. And hopefully this is gonna be what I need to make my back better. This is the final project. As you can see, there's just a towel that I have over here, but I'll have to upholster the top. So this is gonna be upholstered, and I'm gonna put some foam under, which I'm most likely gonna find some scrap. All the calculations mean nothing if it doesn't fit through the doors, as I've measured. There it is. So you can easily bring it in the bedroom. And basically you're going to stay in my master bedroom. I'm going to test it out for a while. Mostly because this is where I watch TV most of the time. So I spend a lot of time over here. So we'll see how good it's going to work. And then we're going to finalize it with upholstery and everything else that it needs. I can totally see it working, but I gotta take it easy because my back definitely hurts, so it will be built in time. The strength will be built in time. It will improve circulation, it will improve things that your back needs. It's not gonna be a quick fix, it's gonna be something that is gonna be fixed in time, so it's good that I made it compact enough to fit in here. Let me know what you think, and stay subscribed to the channel because I'm going to bring you an update once it's going to be completely finished. I'm going to give you a 360, painted, everything like that. But for now, let's see how good it works. Thanks for watching.